Region 21 matchup between the visiting Quincy College Granite and your Bristol. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the NJCAA in Region 21. We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. By your conduct, allow these participants to feel pride in their communities and their school. And now, for tonight's starting line, starting with the visiting Quincy College Granite. At guard, number 1, Amari Al. At the other guard, number 3, Malachi Ryan. At 4, number 10, Amari Davidson. And at 4, number 22, Elvin Terry. And at center, number 24, Cedric Lacavola. And now, for your Bristol College from the member Massachusetts, number 23, Corbin Ballingworth. At guard, from Edinburgh, Massachusetts, number 24, Marcus White. At forward, from North Massachusetts, number 3, Marquise Pina. At forward, from Westport, Massachusetts, Borough, number 10, Aiden Ross. And at center, from New Bedford, Massachusetts, number 22, Brandon Warren. The Bayhawks are coached by Ryan Fernandez, Chad Gia, and Jeff Andrews. And now we ask that you may please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Taunton Center of Bristol Community College, where tonight we have NJCAA Division III basketball, Region 21, as the Bristol Community College Bayhawks take on the Quincy College Granite. I'm Keith Tebow, joined by Dave Cardoza. Dave, how are you tonight?
Hey, good. Glad to be here with you, Keith. It's been a while, but glad to be back in the saddle.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here. These two teams, Dave, are going in high trajectory. Both teams are doing very well. Quincy comes in second place in the region, Division III. Bayhawks are in fourth place. They played earlier this year in Quincy with the Granite coming on top by a score of 97-65. And one thing you'll see right away, Dave, is Quincy has some height.
Oh, I was down there, and those guys are taller than I am.
All right, we're about
those guys they get a big team.
All right, we're about to get underway. Cam Morin tipping off, and the Bayhawks get it. Marcus White starts. We're just underway here from Bristol Community College. Bayhawks coming in at 11-5, Quincy at 11-3. Marquise Pina gets boxed in. White being guarded by Jamison, Amari Jamison, number 10. Dish off in the corner, Aiden Rock will take a three. It's gonna be an air ball, no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's gonna remain with the Bayhawks.
Great defense played by Quincy. I mean, they locked up Bristol there, making him shoot deep into the shot clock.
Aiden Rock will inbounds the ball, gives it to Farnworth. Farnworth takes a long shot as the shot clock expired.
Actually hit the rim.
And it's no good. Quincy comes back. This is Amari Howell with the bucket. And the Granite take a 2-0 lead.
Nice short jumper there by Amari Howell.
Rock looks to drive, gets boxed in, back out to White. White looks to shoot, passes it up, will dribble, back out. Dish pass, Farnworth off the glass. That won't go, tipped up and taken down by Eldon Terry for the Granite. Coming back the other way are the Quincy Granites. Malachi Bryant, number 3. Now back up to their point guard, Amari Howell. Centric Magicola inside to Terry. That won't go. He gets his own rebound. His double team puts it up. That won't go. Aiden Rock gets the board. White comes back the other way. Pina will take a three. In and out, no good. Howell with the rebound for Quincy.
Yeah, both teams right now looking to get up and down right now, Keith. It's going to be a fast-paced game.
Howell off the glass, no good, tipped up. And that comes down no good, and there's going to be a foul on the play. Bayhawks looking for a jump ball, but it's going to be against the Bayhawks. Foul is going to be on Marquise Pina. That's his first foul and the first on the Bayhawks.
And Keith, as you mentioned earlier, Bristol.
Terry with the bucket. Yeah. Eldon Terry.
That's an example of it right there, Keith. Bristol, what they lack in height, they're going to need to make up in speed.
No good. Granite comes the other way. Howell again in the corner. Jamison inside. Ball is stolen away by the Bayhawks. Morin looks coast to coast. First 2 points for the Bayhawks. And it's 4-2. Quincy on top.
Nice strong take to the hole there by Morin.
Ball inside. Terry has it stolen away, gets it back, and they're going to call the foul on Eldon Terry. And that's going to be his first and the first team foul for Quincy.
Bristol not going to be able to match up man-to-man. That zone is going to be the story, Keith, in tonight's game.
And speaking with Coach Fernandez before the game, he hopes that the Bayhawks can do a good job from the outside, because getting inside is going to be difficult. Morin looks to drive again. Puts it up, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Bristol.
Well, that you definitely, Bristol going to need to have a good fast break game today. You don't want to get into a half-court game with these guys.
Rock, Morin will take the jumper. That won't go. Aiden Rock battles for the rebound, but Morin ends up with it, puts it up and in, and a foul.
Good job there by Morin, absorbing the contact and getting it to go. He's been a stud so far this year for the Bayhawks.
We are tied at 4, and Cam Morin can put the Bayhawks on top. We have played nearly 3 minutes here in the first half, and the shot is no good. Rebound taken down by Malachi Bryant for Quincy. Jamison up, no good, and slammed home by Eldon Terry.
Eldon Terry with a nasty slam. Get up, big fella.
6-4, Quincy on top. Morin looks to drive, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled on the way up. That could be on Terry again. And it is, that's his second foul.
And that's a good sign for Bristol getting that big man out of the game, especially after that slam.
So Cam Morin will shoot 2 and misses the first. So Terry will sit out. Coming into the ball game is number 25, Max DePina. Morin makes one of two. And it's 6-5, Quincy on top. Howell looks to drive, has it stolen away by Aiden Rock. He doesn't have the numbers, he's gonna put it up anyway, no good. Rebound by DePina for Quincy. Long outlet pass, Howell was still on this side, dumps it off, no good, as that was Cendric Magicola, but he's fouled on the way up.
Both teams are kind of playing pretty sloppy right now, Keith.
Yeah, you know, in the games that we've covered, it seems that's been the case, Dave, where there's a lot of back and forth and, you know, little discipline needed on both sides.
That's for sure.
That was on Marquise Pina. That's also his second foul for the Bayhawks. Cendric Mancanjola on the line to shoot two, and he makes the first. Coming into the ball game for the Bayhawks is Hayden Caton, number 5, and Pina will take a break.
And I'm glad you have to pronounce some of these names.
Well, I hope
more than I do.
I hope I'm doing it well. Mancanjola makes both, and it's a 3-point lead now for the Granite, 8-5. Quincy playing man-to-man. Farnworth can't get through. Picks up his dribble. Cutting
Nice
Caton.
what a block.
Blocked again by Mancanjola. And the Granite come back the other way. Bryant. Bayhawks now also in a man-to-man defense. Howell off the glass, no good. Rock with the rebound. Bayhawks come back the other way.
Ooh.
Morin looks to drive the baseline. He does, reverse layup.
Oh,
goes.
wow.
Cam Morin has all 7 of the Bayhawks points.
He's a one-man show right now.
And it's 8-7. Mancanjola looks to drive, has it stripped away by Rock. Here come the Bayhawks, long outlet pass. White has it, he steps on the end line. That's gonna be a turnover.
And the Bayhawks, they will force turnovers. They want to run, you can tell. Bayhawks have always been a running team.
We have played 5 minutes of half number 1, and Quincy College leads by a score of 8-7. Bryant will take a shot just past the free throw line and hit it. First 2 points for Malachi Bryant, and Quincy has a 3-point lead, 10-7. Morin has it, loses the handle, and DePina comes up with it for the Granite. Bryant will take a long 3, short. Rock with the rebound.
I'd like to see the Bayhawks get in their offensive sets, call a play.
Marcus White, the leading scorer for the Bayhawks, has it stripped away, and they strip it back. Morin looks for the 3, passes it up, will drive instead, dishes off to Farnworth for 2.
That's what you want to see.
Curran Farnworth with his first 2 points, and it's 10-9, Quincy on top. Howell,
Nice
drive off the
Wow.
glass and in with a foul.
What a crossover. Looking like Allen Iverson wearing number 1, too. Holy cow.
Amari Howell, probably the shortest man on the court, but he showed some moves there.
But he's definitely got some handle, and he can take it to the basket. He's got no fear.
Makes the free throw, 5 points for Amari Howell, and it's a 4-point Quincy lead. Howell will come out. Coming into the ball game right now is Isaiah Michael, number 2.
I don't understand that substitution there, Keith. The guy's just getting hot. You take him out. But
White looks for a pick. Gets it, they get the switch. Morin up, and another 2.
wow. Camden Morin.
And timeout called on the floor. 13:33 left to go here in the first half. And Quincy College has a 13-11 lead. Coming into the game, Dave, the Bayhawks have actually played very well. They've won 4 in a row, 6 of 7. And they just played, the last time we were here was a week ago Saturday, and where they had a big win over UConn Avery. And the Bayhawks come in with a perfect home record, rather, of 5-0, hoping to expand that tonight. So the Bayhawks are hot.
11-5, right? 11-5 this
They're
year?
11-5,
Yep.
8-4 in the league. Quincy is 11-3, 11-1 in the league. Their lone loss is to Northern Essex. If you know anything about Northern Essex, they are ranked number 5 in the country.
Northern Essex, yeah.
Yes.
Region 21 has always been, you know, between Quincy College, Bristol's been perennially up there.
Yep.
Bunker Hill, you know, and Quincy has always been at the top, and they always have a big team.
Big team in stature and big team in numbers as well. Looks like they've got a full complement of 15 players, where the Bayhawks, I believe, have dressed only 10 tonight.
Well, they started out with a lot more, Keith. You know how it goes after the Christmas break.
Right.
It's who sticks with the team, you know, academically, conduct-wise.
All right, both teams have their same lineup out there. Michael DePina will pull up for a high arcing three. That won't go. Aiden Rock has the rebound. Pressure by Quincy on Farnworth. He gets it over the timeline. Farnworth will take a three. That's off the mark, no good. Rock fights for the rebound.
Gotta love Aiden Rock.
White tries to drive, but he's fouled on the way through. That will be the 4th team foul for Quincy, and that's on number 10. Amari Jamison, that's his first, and the 4th team foul for Quincy. Lob pass, Morin gets it on the other side. Again, looks to drive, but gets shut off. Puts off the glass, no good. Rebound by Macanjola for Quincy.
Both teams struggling shooting the basketball, Keith.
Michael, bounce pass, Macanjola has it. Puts up the fake, it won't go. Rock with the rebound, and Macanjola will be called for the foul, and that's going to be his first, team's 6th.
Aiden Rock, the kid has so much heart. He plays way bigger than his stature.
So Macanjola is coming out in the ball game now for the Granite is number 11, Elijah Rodricks. So right now, Quincy is a lot shorter than when they started the game with both Terry and Macanjola out.
That's for sure. Now Bristol can match up with them.
Long three by White. Off the mark, no good. DePina with the rebound. Michael Bryant in the corner. Looks to drive. Off the glass, won't go. White with the board. Has it nearly stolen away on the floor. White has it. Gives it off to Morin. Morin gets another bucket. 11 of the 13 points scored by Cam Morin here in the first half, and we're tied at 13.
Single-handedly keeping this team, the Bayhawks, in it right now.
Michael looks to drive, dishes inside, DePina for 2. First 2 points from Max DePina, and it's a 2-point lead again for Quincy.
Yeah, that's just good offense right there, Keith.
Morin spins, 2 more. He's having himself a night thus far.
I think if you're Quincy College, you can play a boxing 1 on Morin. He's the only one scoring Morin.
And he's not among the leading scorers on the team. Stolen by White. Blocked. Big block there by Jamison. He comes back the other way and gets a bucket.
What a nice, the block on the other end, and then the layup on the other end.
Another steal again by Jamison off of White. Michael is fouled on the way through. I believe that's going to be on Hayden Caton. It is. That is his first foul. And the fourth on the Bayhawks.
Yeah, number 10 there, Amari Jamison gets a heck of a block on one end. The other, and what a move on the other side there, Keith, on the offensive end.
Number 33, Tyrone Victor comes in. Again, another tall Quincy Granite player.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's going to be 6'6", 6'7".
Being guarded by Aiden Rock, that's a big mismatch. Jamison off the glass and in for two more.
Having the big guy in the corner is just going to open up things for their guards to get into the lane.
19-15, 4-point lead for Quincy. Farnworth has the shot blocked. Rebound by Rock will not go, and DePina comes down with the rebound, and they're going to call palming. That's a turnover. Bayhawks get it back. Halfway through half number one, and Quincy College leads 19-15.
Bristol kind of fortunate to be hanging around in this one right now.
Caton will take a long three off the back iron, no good. Victor with the rebound. Coming back the other way. Jamison will take a three. That's off the mark. Rebound and in. Elijah Rodricks, his first bucket of the game.
He looked like he was surprised that nobody was around him.
Right.
Clean rebound, good putback.
White, floater won't go. Rebound by Victor, knocked out of bounds more, and it's going to go with Quincy College. And I'll tell you, coming into this game, Dave, the two is going to be a timeout on the floor. 9-10 left to go here in the first half. Quincy College leads by 6, their biggest lead of the ball game, 21-15. Coming into the ball game for the Bayhawks, it's basically been, in terms of scoring, Marcus White and Aiden Rock. They're both scoreless thus far. It's definitely the Cam Morin show, but those two players have got to start getting involved.
That's for sure. And Aiden Rock, he is, to me, he's the heart and soul of this team. He's what makes this team go on the offensive end, getting offensive boards. And I mean, he's their big man. He's like their legit big man. He plays. He's not as tall in stature as you might, hope for, but he's just physical.
Well, a lot of it is all about.
But he does lack the inch, he does lack the length.
Yeah, a lot of it's all about position too, right? If you can get yourself in position under the basket, you can get those rebounds.
And Bristol's not doing that right now.
But they're still hanging in there, 21-15.
Yeah. When
they played earlier this year, the Bayhawks against Quincy actually had a better second half than they did first half. First half was they let it get away from them a little bit. Came back a little bit in the second half, but still lost by 32 points, which was not a very close contest. But they did kind of hang around for as much as they could in that first contest that was played back in December.
Yes.
All right.
So from Bristol, I like to see more movement without the basketball. I see the ball touching maybe two players' hands.
Aiden Rock is now sitting on the bench, and Isaac Petruski, number 11, is in for the Bayhawks. And Quincy throws it away. Petruski will take the shot and hit it.
Nice shot there in the corner.
Welcome to the game, Isaac Petruski, and it's 21-17.
Maybe he's that offensive boost that Bristol needs. Quincy kind of kills with the basketball, Keith. Bristol needs to exploit that.
Michael inside. Victor has the height, no good. DePina tips it up. That won't go. Marcus White with the rebound. Farnworth. Caton passes up the shot. Bounce pass. Morin. Farnworth now can't get an easy shot open right now for the Bayhawks. 13 on the shot clock. Petruski will take a shot again in the lane, and he's fouled on the way up.
And he's going to go to the line. He's a scoring machine coming in here, Keith.
Isaiah Michael with the foul. That's his first 6-team foul. So the Bayhawks will be shooting the rest of this half. It'll be a two-shot foul right now for Isaac Petruski. Rattles the first one in and out.
He's got a funky release.
Amari Howell and Malachi Bryant back in the ball game, so two of the starters back in for the Granite.
I guess when you have a bench that's that deep, Keith, I guess you can go to it. I guess you got that flexibility.
And go to it with confidence.
Yeah.
1 of 2 for Petruski, and it's a 3-point lead, 21-18.
Hard to believe they're only down 3.
Rodrigues will take a 3 and hit it. 5 points now for Elijah Rodrigues, and it's a 6-point lead for Quincy.
And that was against the zone. That was a deep 3. Bristol's going to need to start making shots.
White will take a 3.
Yeah,
that's way off the mark.
I don't like that shot.
Rebound, out of bounds. It's going to be off. They're going to say it's off Caton, but I thought it was off Victor. It's going to be Quincy basketball. Caton providing some pressure in the backcourt for the Bayhawks. But Amari Howell with it right now. Rodrigues. Rodrigues gets it back. Dishes it off. Howell tries to pass it inside. Gets it back. Tipped again. Victor has it. 8 on the shot clock. DePina with the short hook for 2.
Good interior passing. I don't know how they got through the defense.
8-point lead for Quincy. 26-18. Morin can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds. It will go to Quincy. Carvin's Garb, number 4, coming in for the Bayhawks. And Hayden Caton will take a break. Quincy up by 8 with the basketball. 6:45 left to go in half number 1. Bryant gets the switch. Bryant gets it back. Looks to drive off the glass and in. 4 points for Bryant, and it's now a 10-point lead for the Granite, 28-18.
Those Quincy guards they're starting to get into the paint.
White. Garb will take a 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rodgers with the rebound behind the back, and he's fouled on the way through. That's going to be on Carvin's Garb. That's his first.
Bristol needs to be careful.
Yeah, 5th on the team. Yeah, nothing's going down right now for the Bayhawks, and against a team like Quincy, that can't last too long.
21-18 just a couple minutes ago. Now it's 28-18, 7-0 run right now for the Granite.
Yep. Victor. Bryant, short jumper inside the arc, and he hits it. 30-18, it's up to 12 now. Quincy College on top, stolen away. Howell picks Farnworth, and Brian Fernandez is not a happy coach.
Yeah.
He calls a timeout.
Yeah, he's hot. He's hot because he knows that his team shouldn't have been in the game. They were in the game, and it could get away from them really quickly, and it has. It's 32-18 now, so they got to be careful. This one can get blown out of this gym right now.
As the Bayhawks play tonight, they're actually in a tough stretch, Dave. They've got a stretch of 4 games in the matter of a little over a week. They played on Tuesday night where they beat Holyoke Community College by a score on the road, 96-68. They've got game tonight, game Saturday, game next Tuesday, and then a week from Saturday. So they've got 4 games. Good thing about that, though, Dave, is they're all here. They're all at home. The Bayhawks actually have 6 of their next 7 games here on their home floor. So
that's very true, Keith. And the second half of the schedule this year for the Bayhawks is backloaded with home games.
Yep.
They have 8 or 9 home games left.
Yep. They played a lot early on.
And this is the stretch of the season where you want those home games.
Aiden Rock is back in, as well as Cole Pimentel, number 13. Petruski looks to work against DePina. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Bryant. They got a 2-on-1. Rodrigues, DePina, and a foul.
And Quincy College really starting to exhibit their athleticism right now. And they're playing together. The passing is next level right now. And they're starting to hit their outside shots.
Foul was on Isaac Petruski, his first. Both teams now over the limit. Will be shooting free throws the remainder of the half. DePina will shoot 2. Actually can't get it to go. Actually, that was a 1-and-1. 34-18. Quincy on top. Garb will hoist the 3. That will not go. DePina with the rebound for Quincy. Howell, long 3, drains it.
Wow. All of a sudden, Quincy they've woken up.
19-point lead now for the Granite. Rock. Petruski puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
I like the way Petruski plays down there. He's a banger.
Foul. No, go ahead.
No, he goes down there and gets good position, Keith, in the paint, uses his body, and Bristol might want to go to that a couple more times.
Foul is on Tyrone Victor, his first. And Petruski cannot complete the 3-point play. DePina with the rebound.
Bristol needs to play with that physicality.
Ball tipped by Victor. Garb had the opportunity to snag it, but it went out of bounds off his hands. So it will remain with the Granite. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
And if you're Bristol right now, you need some stops. You got to cut this thing to within 10 or 11 before the half.
Bryant. Howell gets the pick, looks to drive, dishes it. Bryant for 2.
And those two guards right there, they're playing together. And Howell is so creative with the basketball. He's playing well right now.
Garb looks to drive, dishes Petruski, short jumper, got it.
Well, it was Morin. Now it's Petruski who's the go-to guy right now.
7 points for Isaac Petruski. 39-22 is the score.
I like that name, Petruski.
Rodrigues drives, reverse layup, won't go. Victor with the rebound, tipped up. That's not going to go. Bryant gets it now. He'll have the short jumper off the rim. Victor with the tip, no good. And they're going to call a foul. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be on Victor over the top.
Where's the other big guy for Quincy? We haven't seen him since the onset of this game.
Cedric Moncanjola and Eldon Terry. They're both still on the bench.
Yeah.
But right now, really.
As we say really, that, he's coming into the game. Right
really not needed. Yeah, Eldon Terry is back in now.
Yeah.
As Victor had a foul there. That is his second. So the big men for Quincy have 2 fouls apiece.
And as you said, Keith, I don't even think he's needed to come in now. Sit him out to the second half. 3:40 left. You get a 17-point lead.
Cole Pimento has the free throws, and it's knocked out of bounds. It will be Quincy basketball.
These guards right now for Quincy, they pose a matchup nightmare, I think, right now for.
Howell will take a 3 off the back rim, no good. Aiden Rock with the rebound. Pimento. White passes up the shot. Cross court. Garb looks to drive, and that's traveling. So a lot not going right here with the Bayhawks. Morin will come back in. Moncanjola is back in for Quincy. It is a 17-point Granite lead, 39-22. Terry working against Petruski. Pass inside, Makanjola, no good. Rebound, Makanjola gets it back. That won't go. Terry with the rebound, that won't go. And Aiden Rock with the rebound.
Too many offensive rebounds for Quincy, allowed by the Bayhawks.
And at least in that case, they couldn't put it back.
Right.
Morin drives, has it stripped away, but it's taken by Rock. Petruski knocked off by Terry, and it goes out of bounds. It will remain with the Bayhawks.
You know, when Bristol has the basketball, they just seem like they don't know where they're going. They don't know what the plan is. You see on the offensive end for Quincy College, there's continuity there.
White, no good. Petruski with the rebound, and no, it won't go in and out. Terry with the rebound for Quincy. Howell drives, and he's fouled on the way through. Foul is going to be on Cole Pimento. That's his first.
Quincy has really settled into this game offensively. When they get the ball on the offensive end, they look very decisive in what they want to do. And Bristol just looks hesitant.
Yeah. Amari Jamison back in the ball game for the Granite. And Amari Howell will shoot 1 and 1. Got the first. And Marquise Pina back in for the Bayhawks. And Pimento sits out.
If the season were to end today, Keith, where would Bristol rank in the realm of Region 21?
They're in fourth place, so
Okay,
in the first
so
round of the playoffs, they would actually host the first round game if the season were to end today.
Okay, and we have a lot of basketball.
Absolutely. 2 shots for Howell, and it's 41-22, back up to 19 points. $12 points for Howell in the first half. Shot by Pina, no good. And foul is going to be on the rebound. That's going to be on Aiden Rock. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And Quincy will go back to the line.
And to me right now, the story of the Keith is this shot making. There's a lot of contested three-pointers that the Bayhawks are taking that are just not even close right now.
Malachi Bryant misses the front end of the 1 and 1, and Morin comes down with the rebound for the Bayhawks. Inside.
There we go. That's a nice pass.
First 2 points of the game for Marquise Pina, and it's 41-24.
Bayhawks going to push the pace.
Bryant from outside the arc, air ball out of bounds, and it goes out. And it was tipped by the Bayhawks, and Quincy's going to get the ball back. And Coach Doug Scott of Quincy is going to call a timeout, 30-second timeout, 1:28 left to go in the first half. 41-24, and again, Dave, thus far, 2 leading scorers for the Bayhawks, Marcus White and Aiden Rock, been shut out. And we had the last game we were here, which was a week ago on Saturday. Rock had 33, White had 34.
That's amazing. And for those guys to be shut out, I mean, that's a story in itself.
Cam Morin has 13 points. Petruski has 7. And then 2 each from Farnworth and Marquise Pina. That's it for the scoring.
And the thing is, Keith, Aiden Rock and Marcus White, they don't even have attempts. They're not even looking for their own shot right now.
Yeah, White had a couple of 3-pointers that were short.
Yeah.
But those aren't high percentage shots to begin with.
Aiden Rock, maybe a couple attempts, maybe an attempt or 2.
Howell gets it in. Terry has it blocked by Petruski from behind.
Nice block.
Rock will go the distance. He can't get it to go. And there is a foul.
I think he heard us, Keith. Tommy, he's got to start being aggressive. He's a sophomore. He's the captain on this team.
Foul is going to be, I believe, on Petruski. And That's his second. And coming back here to shoot 1 and 1.
Where did this kid come from? The first game, I broadcasted the first home game. I didn't see a Petruski, but there he is, and he's playing very well.
Makanjola on the line to shoot 1 and 1. Got it.
Quincy has a lot of guys that can score and can get their own shot.
Front rim's the second. Petruski with the rebound. A minute, 10 seconds left in the first half. And there's a foul. That's going to be on Jamison. That's going to be his second. And it looks like Marcus White now will have the opportunity to get on the scoreboard as he'll be shooting 1 and 1.
They need him. How about the Hawks Nest? Look at this crowd on Thursday night.
Very good. White cannot get it to go. Howell comes back, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Terry gets a second rebound to go.
I'll tell you what, though.
It is now a 20-point lead for Quincy, their biggest of the ball game. And coming through, Morin was fouled on the way through. And I believe that's going to be on Jamison. No, that's going to be on Makanjola. That's his second.
I got to give it to Morin. He's been very aggressive going to the basket. I wanted to say Howell for Quincy. He's really impressed me, the little man.
Morin misses the first. Hayden Caton is back in for the Bayhawks.
And Hayden Caton, he's a sophomore. He played last year. He was a freshman. He can hit that outside shot.
Morin cannot hit either free throw. And Quincy has it. 45 seconds left. Jamison looks to drive off the glass, no good. They're going to call a blocking foul on Marquise Pina. That's going to be 3 on Marquise.
And he's one of their starters. I'm surprised Coach Fernandes not. Oh yeah, here comes the substitution.
Yep, DeJuan Glover is going to come in for Marquise Pina.
Down 20. Wasn't it just a 3-point lead?
Didn't
I feel like it was 21-18.
Didn't seem like it was that long ago. Amari Jamison hits 1 of 2, and it's a 21-point lead with 30 seconds left. There's about a 4-second difference in the shot clock. Caton passes up the 3. Rock will take the 3. Off the rim, no good. Caton with the rebound. Shot clock off, 15 seconds left. White, 3 from the corner. Got it.
Whoa,
There we go.
All you're going to do is shooters just need to see one shot go in.
5 seconds left. Bryant will take it. No good, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Not the way the Bayhawks want this to go. We are at the end of the first half, and the score, Quincy College 45, Bristol Bayhawks 27. We'll take a break and have the second half coming up in just a few moments.
My senior year of high school, I decided I was going to play football. I had a bad injury then, where I dislocated my shoulder, broke my collarbone, and that was it for me. So I got right into the workforce. I started doing construction. I found out about a semi-pro football team that we had here in New Bedford, and I realized, you know what, it's not the end for me. There's my opportunity to play football again. I play tight end, and I fell in love with the sport even more. From 2008 to 2016 is when my injury occurred. I played for the semi-pro team around the area. Having a traumatic injury playing in a football game, I had a neck fracture, which sent me to Rhode Island Hospital, then they sent me out to Spalding Rehab. I had to relearn how to walk, talk, do everything all over again. I was not upset with where I was. I was okay. I accepted the fact that I couldn't move, but I can talk. And because I had my child, I said as long as we can communicate, I would be fine. 2 weeks before I left, I started thinking, wow, I'm really not moving yet. Then I met a great physical therapist there that she believed in me. She had all the faith, and it was everything that I needed. She stood me up for the first time by myself on a parallel bar. I seen that photo and that inspired me. I said, you know, I'm standing and now we're gonna get moving. By the time I left, I was walking about 50 feet. But for me to independently walk by myself, would give it about 3 to 4 months. That feeling of losing the ability to just do anything, to being able to stand again, it was amazing. It was like the best feeling in the world. When I left Spalding, I was going to outpatient therapy, and that's when I started to develop this love for therapy, because I was relearning everything, and everything became so interesting to me. So when I found out that Bristol had an occupational therapy assistant program, I was like, okay, that's my opportunity to go back to school. It was just a game changer from there. It was challenging, but at the same time, it was very interesting. I started understanding why my body was or is the way it is now with having hemiparesis. Like the love for the sport was just so strong, and now it's something that I can't do, but I'm hoping that at some point in life, maybe get into coaching, working with the youth.
Came here from Brazil, arrived here 2003, been here since. My first job was at Dunkin' Donuts, worked there for 12 years. Then I got a job in Bad Israel Dickness in Plymouth, worked there for 5.5 years as a housekeeper. COVID hit, I had to leave the job. I have 2 young children, so I had the time to pursue my education, my adult education. Of course, never know English, never been to an ESL class. That was difficult, but I conquer, of course. 1.5 years out of work, my director that I used to work for as a housekeeper called me and offered me a job as an operation manager in Falmouth Hospital. A year later, as an operation manager in Falmouth, I was offered a position as assistant director in Morna Hospital. 37 housekeepers that report to me. When I took my first HiSET test, I failed. So the week after, I repeated the test, the HiSET test of math, and I passed. I give the credit to the professors. They were amazing. I knew that would not be the end. They had the program of transitioning adult education to college. The transition program, it was the bridge to connect both worlds to me. I was offered 4 classes or 2 semesters classes for free. Is a motivation for you to keep going. Working 65 hours a week, have 3 children at home, a husband, so easy it's not, but I'm getting there. I decide to keep going my own. That's when I earned the 2023 President Merit Scholarship. That reminds me, my kids, and whoever's around me that they're gonna hear that hard work pays off. My future goals, I usually take steps by steps. So my next one, I will become the director. It can be more in hospital, it can be another hospital. Even though if I did not have the help that I have now, I will still choose Bristol Community College.
What is supply chain management? Supply chain management encompasses the developing of connections to facilitate the coordination of all activities involved in planning, sourcing, conversion of raw materials, and delivery of value to end users. For example, let's take Farmer Victory. He plans to grow lettuce, but needs to take into account quantity, cost, and delivery. Farmer Victory plants his crops far in advance. In order for Farmer Victory to have a successful lettuce crop, he needs to source some important resources. As Farmer Victory plans and uses his resources, the crops thrive and will soon be ready for harvesting. Farmer Victory and his crew are now able to pick, package, and deliver his lettuce to stores to be sold to consumers. So what makes supply chain management so important? A well-managed supply chain puts the right product in the right hands at the right time. So, why become a supply chain manager? This is a growing field that has a lot of potential. This is an average starting pay, which is predicted to only increase. And the demand for supply chain managers is growing in career industries such as offshore wind power and solar energy technology. To learn more, visit bristolcc.edu/supply chain. Want to enter the world of supply chain management? Start here.
Hi, my name's Elizette Pyers. I'm the Senior Special Programs Coordinator for Basic Needs Support in the Office of Student and Family Engagement. The mobile food market is a drive-through food market. Students, faculty, or staff, or general community members can register to pick up free groceries. Our volunteers will pre-package food for them. Here in Fall River, it's drive-through. Our other campuses is opportunity to pick up in a different way. We'll put the groceries in their car and they're on their way. The mobile food market occurs on the second Thursday of the month, every month. Here in Fall River, it occurs in our parking lot under the solar canopy. In our New Bedford campus, students or community members can pick up right in the lobby. In Taunton, folks pick up right in the back parking lot, and then Attleboro, they'll also pick up right in the lobby. Anyone can participate in the mobile food market. So whether you're a Bristol student, a faculty, staff employee, or someone who's out in the community who needs access to this important resource, it's open. We just ask that folks pre-register online at bristolcc.edu/mobile market. The registration link is open for the majority of the month. It only closes the week of the market on that Tuesday at noon. So when someone registers to pick up food, they're registering, they're answering some simple questions about, how many folks in the household, do they receive benefits such as SNAP through the Department of Transitional Assistance. It's really just an opportunity to get some information about where our folks are coming from for reporting purposes, and also to have accurate numbers of how many people we need to prepare the groceries for. We don't ask any questions about income. Anyone who has the need and registers are welcome to participate. They'll get a confirmation email from us at Bristol letting them know that they've been registered, they're confirmed to pick up with the address of where they need to go, with some directions about the process in general, particularly for anyone coming to pick up in Fall River. It is a drive-through. There's a volunteer who will check them in to make sure they're on the list, we have all the correct information that we need, and then they'll drive through where we're distributing and we'll put the groceries in the vehicle for them. Anyone can register, but say I register, I don't have a vehicle, I can't come to campus, I can give my email information, the ID number, the time, I can give it to someone else and they can pick it up on my behalf. Food insecurity is essentially when individuals or families are experiencing a lack of access to particularly fresh food, but food in general. A lot of folks in our community struggle with having consistent access to food. So they might be skipping meals, they might be, if they're parents, they might be having food for their children, but themselves are skipping meals, or their entire family might be skipping meals. There's no one picture of what someone who needs this resource can look like. So that's what we're trying to address here through the mobile food market. It's part of why I do the work that I do, and I'm grateful that I have this opportunity.
I appreciate the hard work that the staff put in here. When you interact with them one-on-one, you can really see that they actually care about their students.
Bristol staff has helped me gain skills as in PowerPoint, Excel, using Teams, and being more of a part of my community.
Everybody was so welcoming and encouraging, and I appreciated knowing that I don't have to be afraid while I'm here because everybody is so kind.
The sense of belonging to a larger community, to a larger space, despite our diverse backgrounds, that's what makes it special.
A couple months before I moved to Massachusetts, I came to Bristol Community College to scope out the campus, and I just felt welcomed. I mean, I had gone to school before, but I had never experienced just how welcome I felt when I came to Bristol Community College.
Bristol makes you feel at home. They make you feel comfortable. Especially for me, coming here at first, I used to come to school with a walker, then a cane. And I always had this feeling that, I didn't fit in. But even being in classes with younger students, older students, everyone treated you the same.
Bristol really helped me with the staff. Every professor that I have come into contact with has just been the most supportive, most kind, generous people.
Everybody has been amazing, helpful, considerate, compassionate.
The student family engagement has helped me a lot, especially with the problems that I have before. They were always like my second family right here, as they helped me to grow as not only as a student but also as a person. And whenever I needed some help, they were always right there for me.
The staff has been great. My bosses are great. They're very caring, and it seems like my needs always come first, and I know they care about me.
Bristol Community College is a place where no matter where you come from or what your most deeply held ideals are, you can find community, a best friend, guidance, and love from somebody that you truly thought was the opposite of you.
Welcome back to the Taunton Center of Bristol Community College, getting set for second half action. Quincy College leading the Bayhawks by a score of 45-27. Keith Tebow, Dave Cardoza. And Dave, both teams were a little stale early on. Bayhawks have been stale the rest of the half, while Quincy's played up to their expectations.
And Quincy quickly got unstale. There we go.
Morin can't get it to go.
Oh, where's
no
the
good.
foul on that one? Where's the foul?
Jamison. Howell, three, no good. Aiden Rock with the weak side rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds.
I need to see more energy out of Bristol. I need to see them play with more pace.
That foul is going to be on Jamison, Amari Jamison. That's his third. First in the second half. Farnworth. White puts up a three.
There we go.
First points of the night for Marcus White.
More ball movement, more pace. Play with a purpose.
Actually, I take that back. He did hit a three late in the first half. That's his 6th point of the night. It is 45-30.
That's right. And Bristol on a little bit of a run now.
Bryant inside Terry for two.
And you remember, Keith, Terry didn't play most of the first half in foul trouble.
Farnworth guarded by Howell. Quincy still playing man-to-man. Farnworth picks up his dribble, tries to dish it off to Morin. and it gets stolen away by Howell, and he gets it.
And Howell's got hops. You've seen him in the layup lines during halftime. Dunking the basketball, looking like Muggsy Bogues.
That's 14 points now for Amari Howell, and it's a 19-point lead. White can't get it to go. Jamison with the rebound. Ball is thrown away as Bryant couldn't come up with it. And it's Bayhawk basketball. Again, sloppy play to begin the second half, as we saw in the first half, Dave.
Sometimes Quincy gets a little bit cute, a little bit too cute, and they turn the basketball over. Bristol needs to keep applying pressure.
Farnworth, Rock. Been held scoreless, Aiden Rock, in this ball game. Marquise Pina. Rock looks to drive and has it blocked by Macanjola. Coming back the other way, Jamison for two.
Quincy just has so much athleticism. When they get out on the break, they're hard to stop.
It's now a 21-point Granite lead. White short on the three. Macanjola with the rebound. Bounce pass. Terry has the height, has it stripped away, but they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Aiden Rock. That's going to be his second.
And Aiden Rock, as tough as he is, he gives up a lot of height, a lot of length going against these big fellas.
Eldon Terry will shoot two.
How scary is it, Keith, that Eldon Terry was out for most of that first half in foul trouble. He didn't really get much done. And now here he is in the second half with his team up 21. That's just another weapon that Bristol needs to stop.
Jake, that looks like that is the third foul on Aiden Rock. Terry missed the first and cannot get the second, but Rock gets the rebound. Still in there.
And if you're Coach Fernandez, you can't afford to take Aiden Rock out right now.
Rock inside, has it stripped away. Here come the Granite the other way. Howell drives, dishes, Rodricks. Bryant for three. No. Rebound, Farnworth for the Bayhawks. Curran Farnworth dishes it in the corner. White. Morin backs it out, slows it down, looks to drive, dishes it in the corner. That's going to be Morin.
There it is.
Farnworth for three.
And that's a three-pointer you don't mind. Morin driving to the basket and kicking it to the court. Kicking it to the corner for who was that now with the three-pointer?
Curran Farnworth.
That was Farnsworth.
51-33, 18 points. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Elijah Rodricks.
Bristol just needs to stay focused. They need to chip away at this lead. I think a lot of times, Keith, when Bristol has the basketball, they're worried about getting their shot blocked when trying to drive into the lane.
And Elijah Rodricks now going to be called for the foul. That's his first and third team foul for Quincy.
And if you're Bristol, you want to keep driving the ball. You want to keep being aggressive, driving the ball to the basket. Collapse the defense and kick the ball out.
Again, Morin with the ball, and there's a foul now again. That's going to be, I believe it's on Terry. If it is, that's going to be his third. Yep, and Terry's going to come out, and Tyrone Victor, height for height, comes in.
Well, that's the thing. You don't lose too much. When you lose Terry, then Victor comes in. We've seen the shots that he was blocking.
Actually, that is the fourth foul on Eldrin Terry. Ball in the corner, Morin. Rock will take a three. No good. Morin gets the rebound. He doesn't have it. Coming back the other way as Macanjola. He can't put it down. He ends up with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Off Cendric Macanjola. And it's Bayhawk basketball.
Quincy has missed so many easy baskets, as many baskets that they've made. They missed a lot of easy ones. This could very well be a 30-point lead right now.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse.
Right now it's an 18-point lead for Quincy. Morin, Rock.
Hesitated.
Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound,
He had a 17-foot jumper in the corner. I don't know why he didn't take that shot.
Bryant stepped on the end line. Another turnover.
Just an 18-point lead, not insurmountable.
Bayhawks need a run.
Yep.
Farnworth, no good. Tries to get the rebound, but Howell comes down with it. Long outlet pass to Bryant.
And that's just a heads-up play there.
10 points for Malachi Bryant. Morin for 2 more.
There you go.
15 points for Cam Morin. Leads all scorers, and it's 53-35. Again, still an 18-point Quincy lead. 5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
They need to cut that lead to 10. You want to get that, see if you get that lead to 10 by the 10 or 9 minute mark.
Terry, turnaround, no good. Victor. Morin.
There it is. Cut to within 16. They need more easy easy buckets like that.
Bryant gets the switch, spin move. Ball does not go, but he's fouled on the way through. I believe that's going to be on. It's going to be on Aiden Rock. And I believe that could be 4 on him. Yeah, and he's going to come out. Isaac Petruski is going to come back in. That's 4 fouls on Aiden Rock.
We'll see if Petruski can come in here and get going on the inside. They need an inside presence right now. How about the guards of Quincy? The backcourt of Bryant and Howell been very tough. Those guys penetrate into the basket, and then you got the bigs.
Max,
they're going to be tough to stop in Region 21 tournament play.
Yep, Max DePina back in for Quincy, and Macanjola sits out. 1 of 2 for Bryant.
Go up.
17-point
go
lead.
Up with it. There
Petruski
you go.
with the reverse layup.
You can't be scared. You got to go up with it. Good job by Petruski with the reverse lay-in.
9 points for Isaac Petruski, 54-39. Out of bounds, Bayhawk basketball. 15-point lead. Let's see if the Bayhawks can cut it further.
You got to get the big men off their feet. What happened to the old-fashioned up fake?
Yeah, don't see much of that.
Up fake, yeah. Fundamentals. Because these guys are looking to get up off their feet and block shots.
Marcus White penetrates, but he's fouled on the way through, and that's going to be on Malachi Bryant. As substitutions now for Quincy, as Isaiah Michael comes back in, and Amari Howell will sit out. That is Bryant's first foul. And the fifth already on the team.
Petruski is really giving Bristol a lift. And how about that? Bristol cuts it to within 13, and a lot of time to go here in this one.
13:50 to go here in half number 2. The Bayhawks trying for a comeback. They're down by 13, 54-41. And was that Petruski who had that shot? I was looking at my notes.
That was Petruski.
So Petruski now has 11 points on the ball game. And again, been very disappointing with the 2 leading scorers for the Bayhawks. White only has 6 points. Aiden Rock still shut out, and he's on the bench with 4 fouls.
And it's amazing. You need those guys to show up right now. Petruski and Morin, they've been doing all the scoring.
Next game for the Bayhawks, if you're watching us live, will actually be this Saturday.
A matinee.
Saturday afternoon against New Hampshire Technical Institute.
Where else would you rather be?
That's right. We'll be here.
And we know you'll be here too. Cold Saturday afternoon. Where else would you rather be than here at the Hawks Nest?
All right, Michael with the ball right now for Quincy. Victor. Bryant. DePina.
There you go. You get a
Rodrigues looks to drive, dishes it off inside for 2. Victor with the bucket.
You can't just let him do that to you. If you got to foul him, Foul him.
Morin from the free throw line, no good. Rebound to Pina. 56-41 is the score. Pina with the floater, it goes.
Pina with a great boxer on the other end and then takes it coast to coast. Get the floater in the paint.
8 points now for Max Pina, and it's back up to a 17-point Quincy lead.
Oh, you hate to see that. They cut it to within 13.
Marcus White off the glass, and it goes.
Nice shot with the left hand by Marcus White.
He's got 8. 58-43, pass inside Bryant. Victor with the short jumper, doesn't go. Petruski with the rebound.
You'll give that big man that shot all day.
Pina off the glass, no good, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Bristol basketball. And another substitution for the Granite. As Amari Jamison comes back in, Bryant will sit out.
I give Bristol a lot of credit. That grit that we talk about at Bristol College, they're showing it right now. They're fighting. This game could be a lot worse.
White, step back three, and he hits it.
And if Marcus White can start getting going.
Back down to a 13-point lead, 58-45. Rodrigues has it stolen away.
There you go.
Morin.
Watch it.
Got it.
Big man smacked that backboard. That should be a technical foul.
But they're not calling it. It's an 11-point game now, 58-47. 11:45 left to go in the second half. Bounce pass inside, Victor. Turnaround jumper, got it.
I think the big man heard me. That's a nice little fadeaway jumper from the elbow. That's a pretty shot.
And Coach Scott takes a timeout. 11 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in this ball game, and the Bayhawks still hanging around. It is Quincy College 60 and the Bayhawks 47. So again, Dave, as we come back in the second half, Cam Morin had 13 at the half. He's got 6 in the second half. He's got 19. He is leading all scorers. Marcus White has heated up a little bit. He has got 11 points. He's got 9 here. Check that, 8 here in the second half.
In a game of runs, Keith, remember it was 21 to 18, and then Quincy College really opened it up. They went on a 24-6 run, and then right before the half was it Marcus White that hit the three?
Yep.
Since that three, actually, Bristol has outscored them since Marcus White hit that three before the end of the half.
Yeah, it was an 18-point Quincy lead at the half.
Right.
It's cut down now to 13.
Right, it was 45 to 27 at the half.
Yep.
But
so Bayhawks have outscored Quincy 20-15 here in half number 2.
Yes.
Thus far.
And if you count that three before the half, 23-15. It was 45 to 24. They've outscored them 23-15 since then. But a lot of work to do.
Pina can't get it to go. Pina with the rebound for Quincy. Michael looks to drive to Pina. Up and no good. Victor with the rebound, no good. But they're going to call a foul underneath. I believe it's going to be on Petruski.
And number 2, Isaiah Michelle, he created that play. Through the defense, carves the defense around the back, flips it to the big man inside, and he draws a foul. And that was all created there by Isaiah Michelle. Beautiful dribbling. Nice shoes, too. Like the pink shoes.
Tyrone Victor will shoot 2. That's the third foul on Petruski, and Victor hits the first. He's got 5 points, all in the second half.
I feel like Quincy has a replica for every player they have.
Yep.
They have Terry in there. He goes out, and they bring in Victor. And then the guards, too.
Second shot, no good, and stolen away by Rodrigues for Quincy.
You need stops if you're Bristol. You got to start digging in.
Michael inside, Victor double team. Michael will take the 3. Air ball, no good. White with the rebound. And they're going to call a blocking foul That's going to be on Roderick's, number 11.
For Bristol, they're not going to be able to get it done just in the half-court set. They need to force turnovers. They need to get out on the break. Their work starts on the defensive end.
That's a second foul on Elijah Roderick's. 6 team fouls, so a lot of fouls this half already for Quincy. White, long three, off the back iron, no good. Morin with the rebound. White again.
There's a fake, there's an up fake. Stick
And
with it, there you
gets
go.
the putback. 12-point lead, 61-49. And the ball is out of bounds. Bayhawks basketball.
12-point lead, Keith. This is as close as it's been
Terry,
since the first half.
Terry and Makanjola back in. So Coach Doug Scott needing to put his big starters back in the ball game.
I feel like that's the name we haven't heard for a while. Mekangola. Michelangelo.
Farnworth. Guarded by Michael. Offensive foul. Not a very smart play there by Farnworth.
No.
He did push a little bit, but could have been a
little bit
flop
of a
there.
flop
as well.
A little bit of a sell job there by Mr. Michelle, and he knows it. A little bit of an acting job. Bristol had a chance to cut that lead to within 10, possibly 9.
Terry, Makanjola drives, has it partially blocked, and there's a foul. That's going to be on Petruski. I believe that's going to be number 4 on Isaac Petruski. So both Aiden Rock and Ivan Petruski have 4 fouls, with the Bayhawk bench not that deep.
Bristol needs to be careful. You're going to foul a guy like that, you got to really knock him.
Makanjola knocks down the first free throw. Aiden Rock back in the ball game with 4 fouls, and Petruski sits out with 4 fouls. 1 of 2 for Makanjola, out of bounds. Bayhawks basketball. It's 62-49. Quincy on top. Just about the halfway mark here in half number 2.
Big lineup out there right now for Quincy. They got the big dogs out there.
White. Loses the handle on it, and going to be a travel. It's going to be Bayhawk basketball. As Jamison was on the floor, had the ball and kind of rolled over, and that's traveling.
Possession arrow. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Bayhawks.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain with Bristol.
You got to be careful. Terry's got length.
Morin has it stripped away. Here come the granite, but Bayhawks strip it away.
Both teams are resorting back to their old ways of the first half. The first half of the first half. When both teams were playing helter-skelter.
All right, Bayhawks have the ball down by 13.
And for all of our younger fans who don't know what helter-skelter is, Google it.
Baseline jumper by White goes.
That's it. He's a shot maker.
It is an 11-point game, 62-51.
Marcus White coming alive, Keith.
12 points in the second half for White.
There
and
it
it's a turnover.
is. Uh-oh.
Amari Howell will come back in the ball game, and Michael will sit out. Bayhawks can cut it to under 10. It's been a while since we've said that.
Always fresh bodies in there for Quincy. Trying to wear the Bayhawks down.
Farnworth has it poked away, but gets it back. 15 on the shot clock. Farnworth has it blocked.
Too much dribbling.
Eldon Terry. And there's going to be a foul in the backcourt.
Oh, he was going to tomahawk that.
That's going to be probably a wise move. Marcus White with the foul.
Oh, my goodness.
And Malachi Bryant back in the ball game. Max DePino will sit out for Quincy.
Oh, my goodness. Well, If you're Bristol, you need stops, and you got one.
That's a turnover. Actually, it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Terry. And I believe that's going to be number 4 on Eldon Terry.
And now
actually, no, that's number 5. He's out. He's done.
Well, he was already on a slippery slope.
Yep. And Tyrone Victor will come back in. So Eldon Terry is done early in this ball game.
Yeah.
Finishes the game with 8 points. White has it stolen away. Great play by Jamison. I thought it was off White, but it's actually off Jamison. So it's going to be Bayhawk basketball.
No, Bayhawks fortunate to keep it. Interesting decision for the Quincy coach to keep Terry in foul trouble. A lot of time to go.
White, double teamed. Rock traveled, took the extra step.
You just can't afford, you can't pick up your dribble there. And then you're being triple teamed. That's just tough.
8:25 left to go in the second half, 62-51. Quincy on top. And Marcus White has to come out. He is limping. He committed the foul so they could blow the whistle. I think it's a cramp. He was stretching his calf, his right calf, on the far end here during one of the last timeouts.
And that's a tough thing. Anytime you get a cramp in the calf area or the thigh area. Both teams are in the bonus now. Both teams are going to be shooting 1-and-1s.
And Brian Fernandez calls a timeout to see if the trainer can help out Marcus White work out that calf. He's got the water bottle as well.
You gotta drink water, you get a massage, you get to massage that calf. Put some heat on it. 8:18 to go, 11-point lead. Bristol within striking distance.
Seems like it's been 11 points for a while. It seems like this score has been there for
a couple
11,
minutes. It's been around 11, 12, 13, 14, something like that.
Hayden Caton will come in temporarily, I believe, for Marcus White as he tries to stretch out that, definitely a right leg issue.
Well, they need him back in there. One leg or whatever it is. He's been starting to get hot. You could tell he's one of their shot makers, and they need him down the stretch.
Meanwhile, Malachi Bryant will be on the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Malachi Bryant, he's part of that rotation of guards that Quincy has that's so tough.
Got the first. He's got 12 points in this game.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm impressed with Bristol. They looked like they were going to get blown out of this gym. And they've really hung around, and they're there.
Second one doesn't go. 12-point lead now for Quincy. Farnworth.
There you go. That's
it.
it.
Rock. And he still can't get it to go, but he's fouled on the way through.
But that's it.
That was a good pass there by Farnworth.
You need guys cutting to the basket and moving without the basketball. Basketball is not about being stagnant.
Aiden Rock looking for his first points of the night with 8:06 left to go in the game. Who would have thunk it?
It's very true. And they've done it in an unorthodox way.
And there's point number 1 for Aiden.
Quincy just isn't running away with it. They're making their mistakes too. They're turning the basketball over. They're being careless.
Got them both. 10-point ball game.
Yeah, 10-point ball game. That's what Aiden Rock does. He's just solid. He's going to hit his free throws.
63-53. Jamison. Caden works against him, and Caden's going to get the foul. Caden with a foul, and that's going to be, I believe, his second. And Marcus White comes back in.
And both teams are in the bonus. So we're going to have a lot of stops in play. Because both teams have shown they're not disciplined on the defensive end. There's fouls on every possession, it seems like.
Marcus White goes out, and Jamison will shoot 1-and-1. Got it.
He makes it. Bristol's down 11, and that's not insurmountable by any means, but it seems like so much more than that. It feels like they're down by 20.
Jameson makes them both. 9 points for him in the ball game. And it is a 12-point lead for the Granite.
There you go.
White, long three, off the mark. Rock can't get it. Ball on the floor, and the Granite come up with it.
You got to pick up the defensive intensity. They don't need to attack you, you need to attack them.
Jameson looks to drive, off the glass, no good. Tip
Oh
up,
my
Victor, no
goodness.
good. Gets it back again and puts it home.
It's just too easy.
67-53. Now Farnworth looks like he's cramping up. He takes a three on the far side, no good. White.
There it is.
With the putback, won't go. And Victor comes down with the rebound, and now Farnworth looks like he cramped up. He actually walked off the bench and fell, had the ball back, and actually took a three. And now they're gonna have to stretch him out.
These guys are all cramping up. You know what, Keith? It is hot in here.
It is toasty.
I mean, it's hot as you know what in here, and if you're not hydrating.
Marquise Pina will be back in the ball game.
I should say you should have already hydrated. You can't catch up on hydrating.
Jameson off the glass and in. Back up to a 16-point lead for Quincy. Bounce pass inside. Rock loses it out of bounds, but it's going to be off Victor, and it will remain with the Bayhawks.
Then they get back to this, Keith. The guard play. The rotation of guards that Quincy has. They're smart, heady basketball players, and that's what wins in the tournament, too. That's what wins down the stretches, good guard play.
Pina for three, high off the iron, no good. Victor with the rebound. Quincy can open it up even further. They're up by 16 with the basketball. 6:20 to go.
It was an 11-point lead. It was 64-53, now 69. Game hanging in the balance.
Jameson, no good. Macanjola with the rebound, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to go to the Bayhawks.
Bayhawks hanging in there. Bayhawks fighting, but I just think Quincy just too much athleticism, and their bench is so deep, too.
All right, 6 minutes left. Bayhawks down by 16. White, step back three off the mark. Macanjola with the rebound. Comes down, tipped, saved, out of bounds. It will stay with the Granite. Timeout is going to be called by Coach Scott and Quincy. So both teams looking to give their teams a breather because, again, it is warm in here today.
It is.
The weather today was early, was in the 50s outside.
It is. And they kept the heat on inside.
They kept the heat on inside in these buildings. So we've got 5 minutes and 43 seconds left, and Bristol needs a run.
They need something. They need more than a run, Keith. 5:43 to play. And you talk about the weather. Remember last weekend it was like in the teens? It was like that painful kind of cold.
Yep.
And then you get to the 30s. It was a couple days ago, it was 30-something degrees. That feels like a heat wave. Today feels like it's like 90 degrees outside. When you go from 17 degrees to like 51 degrees, you look like you would be a great meteorologist.
You know, interestingly enough, I did take meteorology in college.
See?
One of my elective courses. Couldn't tell you much about it.
Yeah.
30 plus years later, but yeah.
Do you think these weathermen actually, well, I'm sure they know what they're talking about.
No, they do. They do go to school.
Yeah,
I
know that.
No, but I mean,
I think they have an educated guess, right?
No, I mean, they do have, you'll see on television, they have a little meteorological society like logo when they're on the screen in their lower thirds, you'll see. So.
Okay. Interesting.
They've taken more than one class, let's put it that way.
I guess. Don't want to take anything from the great meteorologist out there.
Oh, Marcanjola with the bank shot. That goes.
Wow. He kissed that one off the glass. That was pretty.
18-point lead, and that's going to be a goaltend.
That's going to be a goaltend.
And that bucket's going to go to Hayden Caton. That's his first bucket of the night.
How many players are in double figures right now for the Granite, for Quincy? I would have to say at least 4 or 5.
I would say
4 or 5.
four.
Or 6.
Looks
4?
like there's 4, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting it done in so many ways.
And they do have 4 players that are averaging double digits. That's going to be a carry. And a turnover for Quincy.
And they just have a great combination of guard play and then the size. And the way they're able to alternate that size. Like you lose a guy like Terry and then
Rock inside for 2 more. 4 points for Aiden Rock.
You talk about Aiden Rock and Marcus White, those guys being scoreless earlier. Now they're starting to produce. Could be a little bit too late, though.
It's a 14-point lead for Quincy. Jamison, going to be a foul. Going to be an offensive foul.
I thought it was.
On Jamison.
I thought it was. I thought he, leaned into him.
And that's going to be, I believe, Jamison's 4th foul. Caden for 3 in the corner. In and out, no good. Rock gets the rebound. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. I believe it's going to be against Victor. Yep, it is. And I believe Victor was in some foul trouble as well. Let's see how many that is for him. That is his 4th. And Aiden Rock will shoot 1 and 1. So
I'm sure they have someone who replicates him, too. I'm sure they have another
Eldon Terry.
transformer.
Well, they could be Depina back. Rock hits the first. Only 5 points tonight for Aiden Rock.
What do they call it? Like clones? They have clones of different players.
Yep.
You know, there's more where that came from.
All right, Rock makes both, and again we're back down to a 12-point game, 71-59. 4.5 minutes to go.
Not over yet.
Jamison inside.
Get that basket, rip it away.
Victor can't get it to go.
They've missed so many bunnies underneath that basket.
All right, Bayhawks got it. Can cut it to 10.
Go to the
Here's
rack.
White has it blocked.
Oh, what a block.
Marcanjola. Jamison can't get it to go. Caden, Morin. It is a 10-point ball game.
This is as close as it's been. 4-minute mark. This is where you want to be. Where's the pressure? Brian Fernandez should be adding pressure right now.
71-61. Oh, that ball was going to go out of bounds. Oh, and they're going to say it's Bayhawk basketball, but I thought Marcus White had a hand on it, and they're going to talk about it. Yeah, it's going to be Quincy basketball. Boy, that could have been a heck of a break for the Bayhawks.
I want to see the replay. Let's take a look at it. We don't have replay here in the NJCAA. If you're Bristol, now you need stops. You got to hunker down. Wouldn't mind them being aggressive here.
Bryant with the basketball. Howell, Jamison inside
clock.
Victor. 3 on the shot clock.
They're not going to get it off. They're not going to get it off.
Did not get it off in time. Shot clock violation. Now the Bayhawks can cut it to under 10. 3.5 minutes left.
It's crazy. They were just losing by 16, 17 points. All of a sudden it's 10 again. Just when you think they're going to go away, they don't go away.
White has it.
You don't need a 3. You don't need the contested 3. There you go.
And he's got it.
They're expecting you to shoot that shot. Take it to the rack. There you go.
8-point ball game, 71-63. 3 minutes left to go.
8-point lead.
Jamison, no good, but Marcanjola with the putback.
You got to box out. You got to box out. You can't give them that easy flush.
And another timeout called on the floor. 2:49 left to go in the ball game. It is a 10-point Quincy lead. You got to give the Bayhawks credit.
Yeah.
You've got two guys with foul trouble, 4 fouls. Petruski's been on the bench for a while. We may see him actually come back.
He needs to come back in this game because you can't allow an easy offensive rebound like that. Find the big man and put your butt into him. Box out. You got to body somebody.
Right now, Coach Fernandez is talking to one of the referees. Don't know what his concern is. I don't know if it's a question about fouls or possession or what.
Well, we know it's Bayhawks basketball after
Correct.
that. I don't know why we haven't seen the press. Why haven't we seen the full court press, Keith? I feel like in situations during this game.
Well, Quincy's going to do it right now.
Yeah, exactly. And they're up 10.
And now they settle back. White.
You don't really need 3.
The floater off the glass.
There
He's
it
got
is.
it. And a foul.
Marcus White. I was saying you didn't need 3, but you might get it the old-fashioned way. And they can cut this lead to within 7. It's a battle against the clock. If they added like another 5 minutes onto this game, Keith, they might pull this one out. You know in soccer they have extra time.
Marcus White has shown up here. He's got 19 points, 16 here in the second half, and can't get the extra point to go down. 8-point lead, 73-65 for Quincy. 2.5 minutes left. And it's going to be Marcus White's going to be called with the foul.
And it kills you when you can't make foul shots. You can bring that lead to within 7. Makes a world of difference. And now these guys are at the line. You can't afford to trade baskets.
Jamison will shoot 1 and 1, but now both teams will be in the double bonus. So there'll be 2 free throws the rest of the way. Jamison rattles in and out. What a big foul by Aiden Rock. And he's fouled from behind by Victor.
They can cut it to 6. Bayhawks crowd needs to be calm here. Aiden Rock. If there's anyone, I don't want to, no, I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. But they can.
I will say something. He is one of the better free throw shooters for the Bayhawks.
He's one of the better ones. You're horrible, Aiden. You're horrible.
Front rim's the first. Sorry.
Oh, man.
DePina will come back in. Moncanjola will sit out. Bayhawks down by 8, can cut it to 7 here. Rock with a free throw.
Bayhawks are actually in the double bonus, so they'll be shooting 2 free throws
rest
from
of the
here
way.
on out.
Rock gets 1 of 2.
Now it's within 7.
7-point ball game, 2:25 to go. DePina.
Maybe do you put him at the free throw line?
Off
get the
glass,
basket, get the board.
In and out. Pina with the rebound. Bayhawks can cut it to 5.
Go to the rack.
White, no good. But he's fouled on the way through.
Keep taking the ball to the basket because these interior players for Quincy, they're undisciplined. They're gonna foul you because they're going for the block.
Tyrone Victor with the foul. He has fouled out. So Terry, Eldon Terry, and Tyrone Victor, their 2 tallest players.
And their big guys keep getting smaller.
When you look at it, you've got DePina in there now. Moncanjola has some height, but not as much as the 2 players who have fouled out. White will shoot 2 free throws. He makes the first.
It's going to be a free throw shooting contest now.
73-67. Got them both.
It's a 5-point lead here at the Hawks Nest. Here we go.
2 minutes to go. 73-68.
You got to pick up the defensive intensity. Make sure you got to box out.
Howell pass inside.
There it is.
Stolen away by Rock.
Go to the rack.
Aiden. Got it.
3.
3-point lead.
Within 3.
1:40 to go.
Oh my God.
Jamison
Don't
tries.
just
Got
stand
it.
there. Put a body on him.
Back up to 5. Morin.
On the other end.
2 more. 75-72. A minute 17 left.
You can't sit back. Boy, this place will come unglued if they can tie it.
Howell.
What are you doing? You're letting these guys go to the basket. What are you doing?
Under a minute left. It's a 5-point lead. And White going through is fouled on the way through.
Aiden Rock should just have a red cape and be like, Olay.
That's going to be on Amari Howell. And now White will be on the line to shoot 2.
Is Aiden Rock, does he have 4 fouls?
He does have 4 fouls.
But you still got to be aggressive. You can't let that guy go to the basket like that and just lay it in. It's ridiculous.
All right, White will shoot 2. Ooh, front rim's the first.
Man.
White makes 1 of 2, and it's a 4-point lead. Another timeout being called.
I'll tell you what.
55.9 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, anything can happen.
77-73.
Anything can happen right now. You just can't allow easy baskets. If you're Aiden Rock, you got to do something. You can't let the guy just score on you. You know?
Marcus White has 22 points in the ball game, 19 here in the second half, so he's come alive. No doubt about it. Has been a big factor here for
Pat
the
yourself
Bayhawks.
on the back, Keith. You called him out, and he showed up in the second half.
Meanwhile, but he's not the leading scorer, as Morin has 23 points in the ball game. He leads all scorers. On the other side of the ledger, you've got Amari Jamison with 13.
It's more of a balanced attack for Quincy.
Amari Howell with 16.
They're guards. Yep. Howell and Malachi Bryant, I believe, is.
Yep.
And Jamison, those guys have done well. And now the big guys for Quincy, they're out of it. So now it's even play field. I wish they could play for another 5 minutes. Maybe basketball should adopt that soccer extra time.
Don't know the quality of the Quincy free throw shooters, but
hey, put them on the line.
If you're Quincy, you got to be patient. Let the Bayhawks foul you. As Makanjola is back in.
Bayhawks going to match up. I think man-to-man full court press here. They're going to try to trap in the backcourt.
Oh, Bryant comes right through the middle, and Marcus White forces the foul.
Maybe Brian Fernandez choosing to play the long game. Make them hit their free throws.
That's 3 fouls now for Marcus White.
It's time.
Malachi Bryant will shoot 2, I'm sorry.
No, it's time for the no, it's too quiet for a home crowd with this guy shooting on the line. Still, if he makes this 2-possession ball game.
No good, in and out. Still a 5-point lead. Rock with the rebound.
Need a good possession here.
Pina. Caton, wide open 3. No good.
Get
Rock
the rebound.
with the rebound. He can't put it back.
Oh.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Bayhawks.
They had the look they wanted. Caton could have cut the lead to within 2. I can't blame him for taking that shot. That's wide open. That's in his wheelhouse. Had the open look. They had the open look they wanted there.
38.8 seconds left.
If you're Bristol, you don't need a 3 right now. Just get the basket, and then you can sit back and then you can play defense. You don't need to foul. Get the 2. Maybe you get fouled. Drive to the basket. 20 on the shot clock.
Caden will inbounds the ball. White fakes the jumper, puts the floater off the
there
glass
it is.
and in.
Get the 2. Call the timeout. Fernandez coach calls the timeout. There you go.
3-point ball game again. 78-75, 34.9 seconds left.
When it was 45-24, do you think we would be sitting here right now at 78-75 with a chance to potentially tie this thing?
No.
and both teams are in the double bonus. So any fouls will be 2 free throws. So
now I would think
you can't foul. You don't need to foul.
With the 3 guards out there now for Quincy, that the Bayhawks are going to try to get it to the hands of the 2 big guys, foul them, and take their chances.
But you don't need a foul.
No, not yet.
35
not yet.
seconds.
You need to stop.
You need to stop. I know there's a 5-second differential right now between the shot clock and the game clock, but still, you don't foul them.
All right, Bryant will.
They will give you the basketball.
Will inbound the ball.
There's a trap.
Foul. He's trapped, and he calls timeout. Woo!
And they still haven't gotten the ball over the timeline. Or does that reset? I think it resets.
That may reset. Yeah, that will reset.
Yeah, the timeout. Yeah, the timeout resets that. It would have been close. 10-second violation. Wow. Boy, it's gotten really hot in here.
Well, definitely, Coach Doug Scott probably didn't anticipate this kind of game heading down here from Quincy this afternoon.
No.
And actually, they're coming off, we said that the Granite have only 3 losses. Their last game was a loss. They played a team, I believe, out of Maryland, Fulton Montgomery, and they lost in overtime up in Quincy by a score of 90-87. That was just this past Tuesday.
Loading up on that non-conference schedule.
Yep.
I think Quincy I think they got a little bit relaxed at times. I think, they thought they could just, come and go as they please. Or, they felt they could put their foot on the gas when they needed to. When you play around like that, especially against a good, well-coached team like Bristol, you play with fire too many times, it's liable to burn you.
As we said, Bayhawks in the conference are 8-4. One of their 4 losses was to Quincy. Granite only has 1 conference loss, and that was to Northern Essex.
Yeah.
Back in December.
And,
all right.
And like you said, Northern Essex, top 5 team in the nation.
Bayhawks do not have a man on the ball.
Deny him the basketball. You're going to force him to the sideline.
Bryant.
There it is.
Howell.
Oh!
Tapina.
You don't need the foul.
And the Bayhawks do. It's going to be on Hayden Caton. That will put Tapina on the line to shoot 2.
The thing is, they were playing such good defense. They really gave them a hard time in the backcourt over here.
Absolutely. All right.
So that foul came too deep into that possession. Now hopefully you can get a couple misses.
2 big free throws here for Tapina. Shot clock is off. 19 seconds left. He hits the first.
Calmly. Tapina calmly makes that.
It's a 4-point lead for the Granite, 79-75.
Gotta get the rebound. You gotta get the rebound. There you go.
Marcus Pina with the rebound. 15 seconds left. 4 points. Pina for 3. Off the mark. White with the rebound, and he's fouled. That's going to be on Makanjola.
If he can make both free throws, Bayhawks might have a chance to either tie this thing or miraculously take the lead. He's got to hit both free throws, though.
No need to miss a free throw here. Marcus has to make both here, though, however. That's the 4th foul on Makanjola for the Granites.
There it is.
Marcus makes 1.
Now if you cut it to 2, now you foul right away, and you force them to make, wow.
2-point game.
Marcus White, 2 clutch free throws. Gonna get the foul.
And they do in the backcourt. 8.1 seconds left.
And
it's going to be Malachi Bryant that will go on the free throw line. 79-77.
And that's textbook, Keith. You make both free throws. You're within 2 now. You get the foul right away, 8 seconds. So now if he misses one, all of a sudden you have a chance.
Chance to tie the game. Bryant makes the first.
This free throw, if he makes this, pretty much makes this game academic. You get a box out. You got the numbers.
Got them both.
Rattles them both. Big free throws by Bryant.
White, 3 off the mark, no good. Morin with the 2-shotter, no good. Rebound to Pina, and that's it.
You know, great fight by Bristol. They kept hanging around, and almost had a chance at the end of this game to really possibly tie it. They gave themselves a chance.
This game could have really gotten away from them, but, you know, Coach Brian Fernandez has got to be proud with the way his team fought back. 2 players with 4 fouls. Neither one fouled out, by the way. Aiden Rock and Petruski, neither one fouled out. And the Bayhawks just come up short here tonight. We want to thank our technical crew here tonight, Michelle Dumas and Steve Rice. I'd like to thank Dave Cardoza for a great game. We'll see you on Saturday.
We'll be back here for a great Saturday full of basketball.
Absolutely.
No place you'd rather be than the Hawks' Nest.
Absolutely. Final score for the final time tonight, Quincy College 81, the Bristol Bayhawks 77. For Dave Cardoza, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a good night.